first aid reaches islands ravaged by Pam. Aid is beginning to arrive in Vanuatu after the Pacific Island nation was hit by a cyclone which President Baldwin Lonsdale described as a monster. Air Force planes arrived with supplies from Australia and New Zealand, and other countries have pledged to help. Aerial images of the capital Port Vila show many houses completely flattened. A communications blackout means little is known about conditions beyond the capital, but a pilot saw similar devastation in outlying islands. His voice breaking. President Lonsdale told the BBC that Cyclone Pam had destroyed most buildings in Port Vila, including schools and clinics. A state of emergency has been declared in the tiny state of 267,000 people, spread over 65 islands. British Dr. Karina Smith describes how healthcare facilities have been damaged. At least 8 people are confirmed to have been killed. However, it is feared the toll will rise sharply as rescuers reach outlying islands in the impoverished country. The Category 5 storm, with winds of up to 300 km per hour, 185 miles per hour, veered off its expected course and struck populated areas when it reached Vanuatu early on Saturday, local time, +11 GMT. It is now moving towards New Zealand, and though it has weakened, severe weather warnings have been issued for parts of the country. I express my solidarity to the people of Vanuatu. I pray for the dead, the injured and the homeless, Pope Francis reportedly said. Moments of terror. Port Vila's airport was damaged in the cyclone and was closed to commercial flights until Monday. But the first planes carrying aid supplies were able to land on Sunday. Paulo Malatu, coordinator for the National Disaster Management Office, told AP News Agency. He said officials were planning to fly out to outlying islands on Monday to assess the damage. The UK, France, UN and European Union have also promised help. The wind was so strong that the shutters of the window broke off and the glass windows smashed on the floor, allowing the rain to pour in. A Port Vila resident identified as Jaylene told AP the family shop was completely destroyed. President Lonsdale was on Sunday said to be trying to return home from a disaster risk conference he had been attending in Japan when the cyclone hit. At the conference, Vanuatu Red Cross President Hannington Alatoa told reporters that one pilot who had flown over the Vanuatu islands of Tana and Aromango had described devastation on a similar scale to that around Port Vila. Everything had been flattened, he quoted the pilot as saying. Hannington Alatoa of the Red Cross described areas flattened in a statement on Sunday. Oxfam Australia said up to 90% of housing in Port Vila had reportedly been seriously damaged. This is likely to be one of the worst disasters ever seen in the Pacific, said Oxfam's Cologne Khalid van Rooyen in Port Vila. The scale of humanitarian need will be enormous, and the proud people of Vanuatu are going to need a lot of help to rebuild their homes and their lives. Immediate priorities, he said, were providing shelter, clean water and sanitation. There were 15 to 30 minutes of absolute terror as the cyclone tore into the island.